Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. Man, truly excited to have Coach William Blaylock on with us. A great guy doing some great things. Truly excited to have him on to highlight him and his journey. So first, Coach, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Man, I appreciate it. It's a great opportunity. You gave me the invite, I kind of geeked up. I started smiling. You know, anytime I can do something positive, I'm all about it.
Let's go. I love it, man. Well, it's always a treat when the good guys get to meet. How about that?
I'm about to use that one.
Let's go. Well, let's dive into it, Coach. Man, I know off air we talked about your journey, some of the places that you've been, where you grew up, and some of the people that we know that we have in common, that we've been blessed and fortunate to come in contact with. But talk to us about your journey so the people can have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Man, I'm just a small town guy. What can I say? But like I said, I'm born and raised in Tyler, Texas. Played at John Tyler High School in a football factory, as they used to call us back in the day.
Sir.
Was blessed to be play for Alan Wilson, who's a Hall of Fame coach in his own right, and he's still a mentor. Signed a scholarship to Tulane out of high school. Went there for 2 years. Won a Hawaii Bowl, which was a really good experience. Got to go over there and play. And then I transferred to Baylor and finished out my career. College, got my bachelor's degree. I was a free agent in 2007 with the Detroit Lions for a brief stint. It was a great experience. Met some great guys and coaches there that I'm still in contact with. Got into coaching. Didn't really know what God's plan for me was at the time, but a good guy named Scott Parr, who's a graduate assistant when I was at Baylor, he called me and he always kind of joked. He was like, if you ever need a job when you finish playing, I'm going to hire you. And he stayed true to his word. And I didn't think it was going to take me to Canyon, Texas, and West Texas A&M, but
Canyon, America.
Man, ain't no place like it. Nothing open but all subs after 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Man, I went there, stayed in Jones Hall, first floor.
Yeah.
And I learned how to work when I was up there. From being a graduate assistant under Don Carthel, I learned every part of the athletic environment from, reservations, meals, transportation, you name it, equipment. So it made me a well-rounded young coach and got to coach my own position. And then I got into high school starting in 2009. And been at Sulphur Springs, Crosby, Spring, Decaney. Went back home to Tyler for a couple of years as offensive coordinator. Spent a year in Arlington, then came back to Houston at Fort Bend Hightower as the OC. And then 3 years ago, God, blessed me with my first head coaching job in Lubbock, Estacado. So we had to take the family and move on up there to the Panhandle once again.
Yeah.
Place I thought I said I'd never come back to, and God got a sense of humor. So he moved us back there for 2 years, and got this job at Cypress Ranch in May, and made the move in June. Just finished our first season, went 8-4. So won the first playoff game in the last 5 years. So I think we got it on the right track.
So good. Congratulations on all of that, Coach. We talked about, off air, I was saying like those things don't just happen. You got to be, referable to be referred. Yes, and sir. So, man, it's a blessing to be able to do those things and make an impact in the lives of kids, man. So congratulations to you on all of that, Coach.
Man, much appreciated. It's like a good friend told me, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you.
Yes, sir.
Those people speak on your behalf.
That's it, no doubt. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
First was graduating from Baylor. Great university, great academics, great athletics, but being my parents didn't graduate from college, So that was big in my family. You know, my grandmother, God bless her to stay alive to see me walk across the stage,
It's awesome.
at a university where when she was coming up, we weren't allowed. So that was really big. Just I didn't really think it meant a lot until she told me at the time. And so that made it mean even much more than just getting a degree for me. It was bigger than just me. Um, Being blessed to go to an NFL camp, when we're kids and we're all playing, that's what all our dreams are. We always say we want to make it to the highest level, and you got a different experience once you're there. You realize it's a business, it's a job, it's not just X's and O's. This is a full-time commitment. But to be able to say a 6'2" offensive lineman that I had an NFL helmet with my name on it, that just checked off a box for me. And then being a husband and a father are my other greatest accomplishments. I'm blessed with a great wife. She's an educator, about to be a principal. I have 3 sons. One is in college, one's a junior, one's in 8th grade. So our days are event filled and sports everywhere. But I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That's good. That's good. Well, just hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What's your definition of success?
Man, success to me is never losing. You're always learning.
Mm,
You're gonna stump your toe. Nobody's ever said you're gonna be undefeated. Nobody said you're gonna win every battle you face. But you got to learn from it and you got to grow from it. And that's something we teach our players. That's something I talk to my own sons about. You
yep.
know, as they say, life is gonna life sometimes,
Yes, sir.
and you get knocked down and it hurts. But you got to get back up, dust yourself off. And to me, if you can do that, you're successful. If you take a situation and you learn from it and you don't make that same mistake, that's success.
I like that. But what I want to do now, coach, is I want to just throw maybe 3 words or phrases at you, and you talk about um, what comes to mind or to heart when you hear these words or phrases. You good with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, man, the first one I want to throw at you is making adjustments.
Woo, man, that applies a
Mm,
lot, whether it's on the field.
mm.
That's something you always. My wife used to always joke with me. She said, "I live life like I coach," because I was a no huddle guy. Fast paced, but you miss some of the details when you're trying to go that fast. You gotta slow down a little bit. And I think that's life is making adjustments. It's circumstances gonna come up that you didn't see coming, that you didn't know were gonna happen, and you still got to move forward. You still got to progress, and you analyze the situation and you adjust what needs to be adjusted. You make the changes, and then you keep going forward. You don't let it stop you.
It's good. You hit that one good. All right, let's go. Let's try. Let's go. Quality relationships.
Ooh, that's our business.
Yeah.
Dealing with kids, whether it's dealing with parents, whether dealing with other educators, or in my case, being an administrator, dealing with teachers, the quality of the relationships you build to tell you how far you're going to go. It's kind of like they say, if you show me the company you keep, I'll show you your future. So the quality of the people you're around, how you build those are genuine relationships, and then really get to know people will take you a lot further than a knowledge of the game or how many wins you have. Those people, like you said, that speak in the rooms when you're not there. If you're not referable, it doesn't matter how talented you may be if nobody's going to speak on your behalf. And you got to have that relationship in order for them to speak on your behalf.
All right. So true. All right. So this last one, coach, I'm gonna pause a little bit before I give you this one. Then I'm gonna lean into you. I'm gonna say, hey, this is the good one right here. This is the good one. This is the good one. So the last one I want to give you is legacy.
Man, and I think of legacy. I'm being a John Tyler guy. We were known for Cujo, and it was something that was instilled in us, and it meant never quit, never die, which meant our legacy will live on long after we're gone. And it's the impact you make on people. People will forget what you do for them, but they'll remember how you made them feel and the impact you had on their lives. And that was something we were brought up, taught by Alan Wilson about that legacy, how hard you work, the work you put in is going to always show. And you just want, my goal is to leave this world a better place than when I found it, whether that's for my kids, whether it's for my players in my program, when they graduate as seniors, I want them to have a memorable experience from when they got there in the ninth grade. And if they can move on and take those values, hopefully, I got a great phone call from a good friend of mine named Jeff Reardon, who's the head coach at Tyler Chapel Hill. He hired a former lineman of mine, and he said, man, I closed my eyes and I thought Will Blaylock was out there coaching. He said, this kid knew every buzzword, he knew every phrase that you say coaching, and that warmed my heart, man. That meant that back in 2015 that Kendall Holmes was paying attention, and at least I something with him. So if I can do that for a couple people, man, I'm good.
That's so good. As we close, Coach, I'd love for you to get an opportunity to share with the audience where they can go follow you, check you out, and show you some love with all the amazing things you got going on.
Man, Twitter and Instagram, it's WRAB and the number 50. So Rab, which is my initials, 50. It's on Twitter and Instagram.
There it is. Well, again, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles, Coach, and I wish you continued success.
Man, I appreciate it anytime, man. It was a blessing to be on
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Thank you, and thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Thank you.
Go get it.